Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. My name is Vasvi Bhatia and let's begin with Supreme Court this week.
The Supreme Court has issued a circular stating 40 death cases will be listed before 3 judge benches starting from September 7th, including the one related to terrorist Mohammed Arif. The list includes 4 review petitions of convicts. On Thursday, in a major relief to Future Group, the Supreme Court stated that proceedings initiated by e-commerce firm Amazon for the enforcement of the emergency award in its favor by a Singapore-based arbitrator to halt the $3.4 billion merger deal between Future Retail and Reliance Group. On Thursday, the Supreme Court of India sustained Reliance Infrastructure's Rs 2,800 crore arbitral award and directed Delhi Metro Rail Corporation Limited to pay damages of the same, along with interest to Reliance Infrastructure arm, according to a leading media house. The total amount stood at 4,500 crores, which includes all the interest as of January 2019. The Supreme Court has paved the way for the release of 66 prisoners of Agra jail, where they spent around 20 years while undergoing life imprisonment. A bench of Justice Indira Banerjee and Justice J.K. Maheshwari granted them relief and directed that they be released on bail while agreeing to hear their plea challenging UP government decision not to grant them premature release from jail. In a historic move on gender equality in National Defence Academy, the central government informed Supreme Court that women will be admitted into National Defence Academy for permanent commission. The central government further said it needs some time to frame guidelines for the same. The Supreme Court directed Centre to file its reply by 20th September. On Monday, the Supreme Court of India rejected a writ petition filed seeking directions for rescheduling of NEET UG 2021 examination to a date after the declaration of the CBSE compartment private and Patrachar exams. The examination will be held as per schedule on September 12th, the Supreme Court said. The court had dismissed the plea of a batch of students who contended that the entrance exam will be clashing with other exams, saying over 18 lakh students take NEET and it cannot be deferred on a plea of a few students. A bench comprising of Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Justice M.M. Sundaresh said it is not enough for the agency just to lodge a case and conduct probe, but to also ensure the prosecution is done successfully. The Supreme Court is examining the efficiency of prosecuting wing of the CBI, as it had earlier noted that there was a saga of gross negligence in performing duties, resulting in inordinate delay in filing of cases in courts, and had sought response from its director. Observing that writing judgments is an art which involves a skillful application of law and logic, the Supreme Court has said a judicial decision must be coherent, systematic, and logically organized to trace the facts to a logical conclusion. Next, we have the Delhi High Court. The Delhi State Legal Services Authority is organizing Lok Adalat for settlement of all types of pending and pre-litigation civil and criminal compoundable cases on September 11th in Delhi. DSLSA organizes Lok Adalats in district courts, high courts, central administrative tribunal, district consumer disputes redressal forums, state consumer dispute redressal commission, debt recovery tribunals, and company law board and revenue courts. On Thursday, the Delhi High Court refused to stay the trial in a case related to an alleged tampering with evidence of the 1997 Uphaar tragedy case, in which real estate barons Sushil and Gopal Ansal were convicted and sentenced to 2-year jail term by the Supreme Court. Next, we have the Bombay High Court. The Bombay High Court has rejected actor Gehana Vashist's anticipatory bail application in the porn films case. Bollywood actor Shilpa Shetty's husband Raj Kundra is also an accused in another FIR in the porn films case. We have the Karnataka High Court. The High Court of Karnataka quashed a plea seeking to initiate legal action against Google after a search result on its platform showed Kannada as the ugliest language in India. In Kerala High Court, the Kerala High Court ordered the centre to allow a second dose of Covishield after a 4-week gap instead of 12. The government was also asked to make changes to the COVID app to enable a reduced dose gap for those who want it. The Supreme Court Collegium on 7 September 2021 has approved the proposal for appointment of the following additional judges of the Kerala High Court as permanent judges of that court: Justice M.R. Anitha and Justice K. Nair Haripal. In what could add to debate around abortion laws, the Kerala High Court has ruled that an unborn child has the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution. The court made the observation while dismissing a petition filed by an Ernakulam native woman seeking to terminate a 31-week pregnancy. Next, we have the Punjab and Haryana High Court. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has ruled against the live-in relationship between a minor girl and adult male. In Telangana High Court, Telangana High Court has decided to resume limited physical hearings in court premises. The court has left the option at the discretion of the judges to decide whether the lordship wants to work in a physical mode or a virtual mode. In Jammu and Kashmir High Court, the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court, recently comprising of a bench of Justice Rajneesh Oswal, observed that although different persons may react to a particular situation differently, mere refusal to pay a loan cannot in any way be considered an act of abetment to drive someone to commit suicide. In Madhya Pradesh High Court, the single-judge bench of Madhya Pradesh High Court has recently denied permission to abortion to a 19-year-old, stating that she is of the age to well understand the consequences of unprotected sex. In Calcutta High Court, the High Court of Calcutta granted a stay to the rustication of 3 students of Visva Bharati University. The 3 students were rusticated on the allegations that they have broken the seal on the door of a chamber of a professor of the economic building. A special inquiry committee was constituted by the Vice Chancellor of the university to inquire into the allegations against the 3 students. The students were heard and punishment of rustication was passed for a period of 3 years. Next, we have the miscellaneous news. Actor Salman Khan moved a Mumbai civil court against a video game called Salman Bhai, which is allegedly based on the actor's hit-and-run case from 2002. The court has ordered for temporary restraint on access to the game. As per a PTI report, the court restrained the makers of the game, Parody Studios Private Limited, and its directors from disseminating, launching, relaunching, and recreating the game or any other content relating to the actor. The National Human Rights Commission India, in the wake of a sizable number of TB patients in the Lajpur Central Prison, Surat, has recommended the DG prisoners, Govt of Gujarat, to screen inmates every 6 months for TB, HIV, AIDS to provide timely treatment and check the spread of the disease. It is also asked to increase the strength of the staff in various personnel in the prison, including the hospital, besides filling up the vacancies at the earliest. Special CBI Judge Vimal Kumar Yadav dismissed the bail plea of former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh's lawyer Anand Daga and Sub-Inspector Abhishek Tiwari in an alleged document leakage case. The court has directed to produce both on September 20th on the expiry of their judicial custody. Next, we have the international news. Mexico's Supreme Court ruled that criminalizing abortion is unconstitutional. The ruling is seen as a victory for women's health and human rights advocates. This is a historic step for the rights of women, said Mexican Supreme Court Justice Luis Maria Aguilar. In Lahore, arrest warrants have been issued against actor Saba Kamar and singer Bilal Saeed in connection with a case pertaining to the shooting of a music video in the historic Wazir Khan Mosque. A Japanese court has summoned North Korea's leader to face demands for compensation by several ethnic Korean residents of Japan who say they were suffered human rights abuses in North Korea after joining a resettlement program there that promised a paradise on earth, a lawyer and plaintiff said on Tuesday. This is a weekly program. For more updates, follow and subscribe to our channel, and for more information, check the description box.